Are you thinking about moving to Austin, Texas, but maybe want something just a little bit quieter, maybe get a little more bang for your buck on the house size? Well, Cedar Park may be the answer for you. Just to the north of us, about 20 minutes north of Austin, is this cool town of Cedar Park, about 89,000 people. I'm going to take you around and show you all the hot spots today. I'm going to show you 3 properties from $385,000 to a new construction at $689,000. Stick around to the end and then I'm going to show you my 2 favorite golf courses in the area. Let's get started on Cedar Park. Hi, my name is Nicole Cooper and my team and I absolutely love helping people just like you move in and around Austin, Texas. So whether you're looking to move today, tomorrow, or somewhere in between, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We're always available to help you find the home that matches your lifestyle. Now, Cedar Park, population about 89,000 people, and the name actually came from a rail stop back in the 1890s. But it didn't become a city until 1973, and Cedar Park, think about that, cedar trees, lots of parks. In fact, 46 city-owned parks in Cedar Park, Texas. Over 1,000 acres of parkland and 34 miles of trails. So if you like the outdoors and you want a little bit more bang for your buck than living in Austin proper, this may be a good spot for you. So Cedar Park started in about the 70s, but it really came on strong in the late 90s and early 2000s. There's not a ton of new construction left because most of the land is already built out. Now I am going to show you that one new construction today in Tanner Ranch, so stick around for that because it is a super cute little farmhouse custom community kind of in the middle of a bunch of other neighborhoods, so you don't want to miss that. Now let's talk about pricing in Cedar Park versus Austin. In fact, the median home prices aren't that far apart. So the median price in Cedar Park on closed sales is $520,000. In Austin, it's $605,000, so that's not too much of a gap. But when we start looking at average closed prices, that's when the gap starts to increase. The average in Cedar Park on closed sales is $583,000, and in Austin, the average closed price is $796,000. Now, what makes the difference? The median closed prices are kind of close together, and yet the average closed prices are pretty far apart. The median prices and the average prices are pretty close in Cedar Park, meaning most of the homes are around that Cedar Park. You don't have too many outliers in the multi-millions like you do in Austin. In Austin, you have some huge outliers, like we have one listing available right now for $15 million and then another one for $26 million. And there's a lot more multi-million-dollar properties in Austin, which drags that average sale price much higher in the city than it does out here in Cedar Park, where things are more similar. You do still have some million-dollar properties here and there, but not as many, and most are kind of more so hovering around that median line in the 500,000s and bouncing up and above that, as opposed to shooting the moon like we do in Austin from time to time when you get a large home on the lake. And on these comparisons, these are all lots that are half an acre or less, so we're not taking any acreage properties into account here. We're trying to actually compare apples and apples and just show that by and large, the prices in Cedar Park are more kind of in line with each other, kind of stuck in the middle. In Austin, they can be super high and low, and the median is falling right around just under 600,000, where the average is almost up to 800,000. So that's kind of what's making the difference between the two. So for example, in the last 6 months, the property with the highest list price, with no acreage of course, was $1,500,000. The highest list price in Austin was $26,995,000. So you can see kind of what is a bit different there. And the last little bit of data, the median closed price per square foot in Cedar Park is $236, and in Austin, it's $304 a square foot. So Cedar Park hosts community events throughout the year. You have 4th of July celebration, you have the Cedar Fest, you have farmers markets, you have Concert in the Park series. You're home to the Texas Stars hockey team, and don't forget they have a steam train that you can take a tour around the hill country in. That's super cool. You don't want to miss that while you're out here. Let's check out those 3 properties so you can get an idea of what kind of house you can find in the Cedar Park area. right, this first property we're coming to today is a little one-story house that is built in the late 90s, and you can get an idea of what you can get for under $400,000. So this cute house right here is listed for $385,000, which puts it at $243 a square foot. It's 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,581 square feet, and 0.21 acres. It was built in 1997. So you can kind of get a feel of the neighborhood around here. We've got some 1-story ranches and 2-story traditional homes. Trees are medium size on the street. This neighborhood obviously has been around since the late 90s. And what a way to get a good house for under $400,000 in Cedar Park, the closest suburb of Austin. Brushy Creek Lake Park, 90 acres, 38 of it which are water out there. They have every amenity you can imagine out here. From this hiking trail that I'm on right now, you can put any kind of unmotorized boat out there in the pond. Think kayaks and little rowboats and things like that. Picnic places all the way around, tables. We've got a splash pad, the barbecue pits and such, and then one of my favorite things is the sand volleyball court right over here. So with 90 acres, you can do a ton of activities on the outdoor pavilions. In addition to all the outdoor activities you can do here at Brushy Creek, if you look just across the way over there with that big shiny metal roof, that is the Avery Ranch Golf Club. And that is hole 18 coming up the ridge right there on the edge. So Brushy Creek Lake Park and Avery Ranch Golf Course are just across the pond from each other. So you can come hang out at one and go play 18 holes after. We're at our next neighborhood, and this is our middle property for today. Now this neighborhood doesn't have an HOA. Well, what does that mean? Well, that means that you can park your little trailer in the front yard. It also means that maybe you could have chickens if you want chickens. But let's get back to the details here about this property. We're looking at all 1-stories today, and this 1-story right here is listed for $510,000. That puts it at $321 a square foot, 1,588 square feet. And it's on just under 2/10 of an acre, built in 1977. So you can see this neighborhood's been around for a while. The trees are a little bit larger here than you'll see at our new construction neighborhood. So the 1997, late 90s, early 2000s was when Cedar Park really started popping off and people started moving up here, and it hasn't stopped since. There's, like I said before, there's less new construction now because the land is pretty much taken up, but there are some, and I'm going to show you that one next. So stick around, we're going to head over to what's called Tanner Ranch, where there's a little pocket community of new construction. One thing that they've added here in Cedar Park in the greater Austin area is a train. So there is a commuter rail that goes from here to downtown, and that is it's one of the few areas that actually gets to take advantage of it. From here straight through the middle of Austin to the center of Austin, that's where the rail goes in and out. It's not a circle, it's a straight line. However, if you live up here and you work downtown, you could just drive to where the commuter train starts and hop on the train and leave your car up here, so it could save you a ton of money getting a lower price house up here in Cedar Park and using the public transportation to get downtown. Perhaps it could work for you. So sometimes Cedar Park gets dinged for not having a true city center or a little gathering area, and that is about to change with the Bell District. Now we're just at the beginning of the development, and it's going to be 15 years in the making, but this will be super cool when they get it completed. Think kind of downtown area with green spaces, places to hang out, restaurants, recreational areas, shopping, just a nice vibe, very cool ambiance as they do it. And you can see they have the tractors going already. They're starting, it's happening. It's going to be a long process, but it will be amazing when it's all said and done for all of the residents of Cedar Park to enjoy. Now we're in our last community. This is a new construction community called Tanner Ranch. Now, as you get closer to Austin, there are less and less new construction communities because most of the land is used up. So this is a little boutique area. Let's call it boutique subdivision, not so many homes that you'd see in one of those master planned communities. So they can do a little bit more customization in here. You can choose more of your finish outs than you would be able to at, say, a normal big master plan community where you just get to choose like one of 3 choices. Anyway, here we are at our next home here. This is a brand new construction. It's listed for $686,000. It puts it at $344 a square foot, and that's what they're pretty much pricing them all out here at the moment, $344 a foot. It's a 3-2, it's 1,990 square feet, and it's on 0.2 of an acre. So this little boutique community, their specialty is kind of modern farmhouse design. You can see another one just down the road that has been completed for a little while now, and this one back here in the back of these homes, and then new construction happening all throughout. So if new construction is your kind of thing that you're looking for, this is a really good pocket community that isn't too far from Austin. We are on the northern side of Cedar Park, but it's not too deep. It's pretty easy to get back to 183 and head south back to Austin if that's the commute that you need to make. So I would strongly consider this Tanner Ranch if you're looking for a new construction. And of those 46 parks, we're out here at the Elizabeth Milburn Park at the moment. Check out these beautiful sand volleyball courts that you know I love. You've got soccer fields, playground behind me, big swimming pool with splash park. They have pavilions so you can have barbecue out here, and they have basketball courts even covered so you're taken care of in the summer when it's super hot. You have some shade. So you can see this park nice and large. Trails down there in the bottom so you can do some laps around and get some exercise. Cedar Park really does know how to do their parks. We're out at the Avery Ranch Golf Course. The country club is just up behind me with their cute little patio overlooking the 18th green, and here is the 18th with this beautiful pond back here. That connects to Brushy Creek Park right back there. You can see the tee box way up on the hill up there. Some people are just about to tee off. So Avery Ranch here, it is a semi-private course, which means that the public can pay and play, or you can buy a membership and get discounted fees throughout the year. This is a good course for the just kind of ease of use. It's right between Austin and Cedar Park. It's right on the boundary of both towns, and they have a lot of tee boxes out here, so you can choose how long you want to play it and how hard you want to play it depending on your level or your mood for the day. As a semi-private club, they do have some budget constraints, and in the summer when it gets super hot, sometimes they lose their greens or part of the greens out here because, you know, it takes a lot of money to keep things alive in this heat in the summer. But when this course is in good shape, I definitely recommend it. It is really pretty. You've got some ravines through the middle of it. You've got some water holes like this on 18, and there are many tee boxes to choose from, so you can make that game extra special and, you know, press those birdies as you're coming in home on 18. We're back here on the patio of the Twin Creeks. Look at the beautiful view back here. You can come out here and have drinks after you're done, have lunch, have dinner. You can see a hole just up there on the ridge. This course was designed by Freddie Couples, and you can think about a lot more rock walls, ravines and creeks and things running through this course than the Avery Ranch. Now this one is a private golf course, and right now it has one of the best fees in town. The initiation is $15,000, and that is one of the best in all of the Austin area. So if you're looking to have a private membership somewhere, you should give Twin Creeks a try. Come out, play it, check it out, see if you like it. You'll love the rolling hills out here for sure and the beautiful views. So that wraps it up for Cedar Park. Thanks for sticking around with us. We went to the parks, we went to the golf courses, we saw some homes. Now, if you saw anything today that you would like to see more of, or you want to see a home in person, then give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We're always available to help you find the perfect home that matches your lifestyle. Until next time, I hope to see you around town.